Hi everyone, this is Edson speaking to you, and I am so glad to talk to you today. Today I will be talking to you about one of the greatest passions that I have in life, and I'll be talking to you about leadership. And about leadership today, I would love to talk to you about one of the greatest resources that you as a leader has. You know, everyone in life is a leader in one way or the other. This is what I believe in. Because even if you don't hold any leadership positions, you should be in a position to be able to lead and influence your life. Hence, that qualifies you to be a leader. However, today I would love to advance, I would love to go a step further in the topic of leadership. You see, we have different levels of leadership in life. Okay, um, among leaders, we have leading leaders, and even among leading leaders, we have exceptional leaders. And some of these principles that I'm going to share with you today will help you to graduate, or rather develop yourself to greater levels in your leadership in life. Now, I understand that when we talk about leadership, most often people think of maybe you having an organization, you having a leadership position in your place of work or wherever you are. Actually, leadership occurs in different areas of life. Even for parents, you should be able to be a leader, to be an example to your children. Okay, so today I'll be talking to you about one of the greatest resources that you as a leader has. And of course, there are many resources, and some of them, just to mention a few, you have a wisdom, you have knowledge, you have information, and many others. But today I would love to specifically talk about the human resource. The human resource. Now, for those of you that are employed, or those of you that are running organizations, when I say human resource, you understand what I'm talking about. But before I get to break that down for you, I would love to briefly define for you what human, or rather what a resource is. Now, a resource is something that a country has and can use it to increase its wealth. And also, a resource is a supply of something that one has and can use it when needed. A resource is also a place or a thing that provides something useful. So, when you're talking about a resource, you're simply talking about something that has the potential to increase your wealth, something that has the potential to increase and to improve uh, your functionality, or rather to expand your territory or your organization. So a resource is something very vital. But today we're going to talk about the human resource, because this is one of the greatest resources that you have as a leader. You see, many people tend to focus on capital, they tend to focus on making profits, and neglecting the human resource that they have. And this, in to a great extent, affects the performance of the organizations. Now, what is human resource? Okay, now simply, human resources is the management. Okay, uh, the management. Now, I would love you to underline the word management, or to take note of that word management. Um, Underline it. I'll explain why I am saying underline it in a few moments. But human resource management is simply the management of employees in an organization. And human resource management looks into the interests of the employees, trying to make sure everything is favorable for them. Now, the first time I heard the term human resource management, I was so much intrigued and interested in knowing what really it means when you talk about human resource management, because I realized that in organizations, people that held that position of human resource, or rather who were called human resource managers, were highly revered. They were highly respected in those organizations. So this captured my interest and my attention, and I began to resonate and to think through to find out why that was a very valuable position. Now, I will show you why that is very valuable as we go on in a few moments. Now, you must understand, let me explain to you why I said underline the word management, as I was trying to explain to you briefly what the meaning of human resource management is. You must understand that uh, you are not doing those you employ a favor. They are actually doing you a favor. Of course, this is the mentality that many leaders in organizations have. When they employ people, they think they are doing those people a favor by giving them jobs. And also, it is a mentality that the employees have. They think when they are being employed, they are being done a favor, they're receiving a favor. You see, they think they have an opportunity to add to their value by being employed. Now, that's not the case. I will show you why. Okay, you cannot reward the ultimate value of someone. You can only reward their contribution. So you must understand that your value is not in how much you get at your place of work. No, 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 no. Your employer, or you as a leader, okay, as an employer, you can never reward the ultimate value of your employees. You can never reward the ultimate value of the human resource that you have. You can only reward their contribution to your organization. This is what you must understand. This is very, very vital. This is very important for your leadership and for the growth of your organization. You must also, or rather, often, the value that individuals contribute in life is equivalent to their self-value, okay? And most often, many people don't even know their worth and value they possess. What am I talking about? You see, many people don't understand their value in life. They judge their value based on the money they get from their place of work, their salaries, their paychecks. They think that is their value. Your value in life is worth more than that. And no one can reward you for that value. It is so tremendous. It is so great. Okay. Now, I said underline the word management. Let me explain that to you, why I said so. You don't manage people. Okay. You only manage systems and policies. You rather influence people. So this is a mistake that many people make in organizations. They try to manage people. If you try to manage people, you will get them to come for work. Okay. Now, leadership goes beyond management. Many people think leadership is you being able to influence people to achieve an intended goal. Of course, when you are a leader, you definitely achieve the intended goal with the influence that you have over people. But leadership goes beyond that. There is so much more to leadership apart from that only. I mean, even if you are to intimidate people, you are to scare them, they will be able to do what you ask them to do, and they will be able to achieve the intended goal. So you must understand that you being able to achieve your intended goals doesn't mean you are leading your people very well. I mean, if I walked into a place with an armed rifle and I said, at the count of 3, I want every one of you to undress and to be naked, I mean, everyone will do that. They want to save their lives. So I have achieved my intended goal, yet I didn't lead those people. I mean, I manipulated them, I threatened them. Therefore, what am I talking about? You only manage systems and policies, and you influence people. That is leadership. Leadership is influence. You must be able to influence your people. You must be able to honor and appreciate them. I talk to you about the value that people possess. Leaders are people that value and appreciate their human resource because they understand that as they honor those people, as they appreciate those people, they are helping the self-image of those people to improve. Okay, the image that one has for him or herself is very vital because it determines how much value they are able to realize they possess. And often, as I said, people will contribute to society or to any organization based on the value they feel they have. So you can never pay people for their value. You can only pay them for the reward they bring to the organization. Let me just quickly rather begin to round up. Don't upgrade your policies and systems without upgrading your human resource. This may be dangerous. So before you can upgrade your systems and policies, before you can bring in your new policies and you can put them to effect, make sure you upgrade your people also. Improve their self-value. What do I mean when I say improve their self-value? Improve, change the way you deal with your people. Realize that you are not doing them a favor. They possess more in them, which if you are to begin to appreciate them, they will actually bring more value to your organization. When you improve the value that individuals have for themselves, you would have improved the value they will be able to contribute. Remember, I said people contribute based on the value they have for themselves. So this is very vital and very cardinal for you as leader. So don't only be interested in producing and getting the results you want. Be interested in your human resource. After all, those are the people that are going to run about to make sure the organization is running well. They are the people that are going to produce the result. They are the people that are going to cause the effect, the productivity of your organization. So if you don't appreciate them, then it means you are harming your organization. You are not harming them at all. Now, let me also talk to those of you who are under leadership, those of you who are the led ones. Okay, this is very vital to you. You must understand that you are very variable. Okay, don't judge your worth by how much you get paid for your contribution. If you can work hard enough on yourself, you'll soon discover you deserve better. So when you work on yourself and you improve yourself, you improve your self-worth. When you develop your skills, you would have improved the value that you contribute, and thus you increase the pay that you get. You are not rewarded for your time, but the value you bring to the marketplace. Okay, you have great if you may have great ideas, or you may have ideas worth billions, but if you don't execute them to bring value to the marketplace, you will never get the reward of having such tremendous ideas. So no one can reward you for your time. They can only reward you for the contribution that you bring to the organization. So this is very important. This is true to those who are in political leadership, who may be leaders even in a church setup, who may be leaders in any environment, even for you parents. This is very, very important. Don't try to manage your children. You should learn to honor them, learn to lead them, learn to influence and not manipulate them. This is very important. It will help you for your growth. I believe that we can achieve so much. Let me just give you a few examples to explain or to elaborate more, and then we are done. on what I have been talking about today. If you go in the world today, nations that have value for their populations are highly productive nations. They are nations that are creating a lot of wealth for themselves simply because they have learned to honor the human resource. And also, uh, I talked about people will reward you, or an organization will reward you based on the contribution that you make. Uh, some of you work for a month to get about $1,000. Of course, I'm not yet working, um, and I look forward to not getting a job, but rather being an employer. So, uh, while you work for a month to get that $1,000, there are some people who receive phone calls only for 10 minutes. Just for 10 minutes, they make over $20,000. Only for 10 minutes. They receive this phone call. Someone has to consult them. Someone has to hear what they have to say concerning the next step or the decision that an individual has to make. And then they talk for 10 minutes. Afterwards, there is a transaction of $20,000. Why? It is because they have worked on themselves. They have improved their value. They have added to their worth. So the value they are contributing in 10 minutes is worth $20,000. While the value you are contributing in a month is worth only $1,000. So if you can learn to work on yourself and develop your skills, you discover you can achieve a lot more in life. So don't limit yourself. Not even the sky is the limit. You can go beyond the sky. Those are fallacies of old age. I believe that revelation is progressive and changes and upgrades with the course of time. Thank you so much. This was Edson speaking to you. Have a blessed week. God bless you. Bye.